If someone asks you to name some Geometry Dash levels, you'll probably answer this, or this, although you're probably not thinking about levels like this, or this. Though there are some people who can turn this game really unsettling. While Geometry Dash is considered a kid's game, some people are very talented in quite unsettling ways. But where do these creations end up? Well, let me introduce you to the dark side of Geometry Dash. So I'm gonna show you 4 levels. Every single level will have their own part and I'll give an overview of the entire level. So let's start with the most popular one. Peaceful was a level co-created by Small and Silonox and was released in early 2020. After seeing the level in an unfinished state, Silonox decided to take the level on. Now, because Silonox was so popular, naturally the level exploded in popularity itself, with Nexus's showcase having almost 10 million views to this day. But now that you know some context about the level, what actually makes it so eerie as everyone says it is? Now, this level has a very interesting way for why it's so scary. Peaceful uses trypophobia to convey the horror in the level, and I think that this is a very creative way to put horror in the level. And this definitely scared a lot of people at the time, but over the time people have gone bored of Peaceful and see it as kinda cheesy nowadays. So let's get on to the second level on this list. Lost Locked, along with Wisteria, was one of the first horror levels in Geometry Dash. I was thinking about putting Wisteria here as well, but I think it would be better if I made an entire video dedicated to it. But as you can guess, Lost Locked is heavily inspired by Deadlocked, being a kind of ruined version of the level. The idea of this was very good, but the execution wasn't as good. It is aged pretty bad, but I think when it came out it was definitely pretty scary. There's not really that much else I can say, so let's get on to the next level. Now, before we get on to the next level, I really have to warn you. This level, without a doubt, is the most NSFW level in the game. So if you're easily disturbed, I don't recommend watching this. But what is this terrifying level then? Manman was created by 2003 Devin and is the sequel to his level Red Rooms. And Manman is a huge upgrade from Red Rooms in its theming, the decoration, and even the song. There are some parts of this level that I actually can't show on YouTube because they're so bloody and gory and just straight up disgusting things to look at. And because of this, many people were wondering if 2003 Devin was actually sane, because why would people spend all of their time on these creations? Now, these levels were part of making Devin extremely popular, which made him win Best Art Creator of 2021. Now, as you can guess, the reason why Manman is so unsettling is, well, because of the I guess it's time to go to our final level now. Collab Level was obviously a mega collab hosted by legendary mega collab hoster Mindcap. This mega collab was insanely huge, with over 20 different creators. Good job, guys, you terrified me the first time I watched this level. But let's get serious. Mindcap, the creator of the level, made a really interesting video about how he made Collab Level. But I'll sum it up for you guys in this video. Now, Collab Level uses 2 different ways to implement its horror in the level. The first one sounds simple, but it's actually pretty complicated. The Uncanny Valley. It's pretty well known for, But anyway, only the first jump scare uses this, but it is actually pretty effective. Instead of being at the drop, you just get plunged right into all of the gore. This was actually made by people who specialize in end screens, which makes this look way more realistic. The part after this is some pretty anxiety-inducing stuff, And I know that this is not actually the part of the song that is used in this part, but you wanna listen to this? Number 2. Psychological horror is a theme used mostly in horror movies, but they can be replicated in this game with some very unique strategies. Which leads us on to the final part. After riding along a bony path, you enter a sort of pillar area. This part is actually 3 minutes long, which adds up to 7 minutes of the entire level. Now, for a first-person viewing, you would think that there would be some more jump scares in this part, although there are none in this part, except for the end. The eerie noises and the 3 minutes of section makes up for a pretty creepy part that follows exactly the psychological horror style. Now, while there are some weird images following you around, they're not really that scary. Plus that the sounds they make are from FNAF 2. After 2 more minutes of this terrifying place, the entire screen turns red and... it's almost over. Just like you wanted. After all of this psychological horror, you can finally enter the end screen after just a few more jumps. You're almost there. You can do it! One final scare and this level is finally over. Although the video isn't over yet. Geometry Dash is an incredibly interesting game. While most games rely on updates, we rely on the player base to create levels for us. And with all of this freedom, naturally there are some more outstanding than others, but not in your typical ways. With 2.2 on the horizon, many masterpieces have been shown on the GDPS server, including horror ones. Now, to be honest, I don't know what will happen to this trend when 2.2 comes out. Hopefully it will get more popular. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I worked on this video for like a week. But for now, I guess I can work on the unbalanced modern level.